Hello friends, it's Terry here back on the channel today. I am sharing this fun cozy card that I created using some new release products. So the first one is called Winter Mouse by Wood Stove Die, and the second is called Winter Pine and Birch Trees Dies. So let's get started. To start off my card, I used the Winter Mouse by Wood Stove Die and cut that out of pattern paper and white cardstock. I will be using different types of pattern paper to create a lot of texture onto my card front. So for the chair, I chose a pattern paper that resembled fabric. And for everything else in white, I will be coloring with Copic markers. To color in the cute little mouse, I started off with warm grays in W0, W1, and W2. And for the chair, I wanted to add a little bit of depth, so I went in with a similar color marker and created little shadows throughout the chair. Okay, let's talk about the background. So the background, I picked out 2 pattern papers and cut that out with my rectangle die. I also trimmed a little off of one side of the pattern paper. This side of the pattern paper I will use as the wallpaper on my card panel. Now with the background completed, I'm just placing the images onto the card panel, trying to figure out what type of placement I want to have. On one of my pattern paper, there is this little sentiment called Warm Heart, and I decided to cut that off and use that as a picture frame on my card front. So included in the die, there is a window die cut, so I wanted to create a scene outside of my window. So going in with a cloudy stencil, I used my Distress Oxide inks to create clouds. And off screen, I die cut the trees and used green Copic markers to color that in. I then adhered that onto the blended background and glued the window frame on top of that. Then going in with my scissors, I snipped off all of the excess pieces. Once I was happy with the placement of the images, I went in with liquid adhesive and foam squares and adhered that onto the card panel. And of course, to create a little more interest on my card front, I went in with my white gel pen and added highlights throughout the card panel. And I also wanted to create a snowy background, so I added white dots on the trees and the background sky as well. So for the card base, I am using a top folding card base in the color black, and I adhered the card front to the card base with liquid adhesive. And for the final touches, I went in with one of my sentiment strip and used foam strips to adhere that onto the card panel. And here you have it. The card is now complete. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.